a message from this. Okay, so we are going to try YouTube and see what happens. Uh-oh. Now what? Okay, I think we're good. YouTube is new to me. I've not done this before, so I need to find my Chromebook and get YouTube going so I can find where we are and see comments. So again, I bear with me because I've not done YouTube before. Well, it says I'm live, so let's see what happens, and I will throw the link in our inner circle chat in just a second. I see me, but I am not sideways. I think I'm good. Not sure if I have the right orientation, but that's okay. Now I need Messenger. Paste. There you have the link, ladies. And I think I can see comments. I have 6 thumbs up, so I guess that means you can see me. But I don't know how. Oh, there's comments. I found comments. Hey, Mel. Hey, Angela. I am here. We will see how this goes. Like I said, I've not used YouTube before, so I'm not sure what happens. It looks like there might be a delay. Or am I frozen? Oh. Pushing play and catching up on the live might actually get to me where I need to go, right? Not frozen, so it's just me. Okay, try this one again. It keeps pausing. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the video alone. I can see the comments. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back to Timeless Scraps. I am officially doing my whole video today on YouTube because Facebook is being Facebook. Again, but what else is new? So we are going to attempt this, and my video won't even load, so I can't even see if I'm on screen or not. I'm going to try refreshing. Ugh, technology. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think we're good. Okay, so I've got some boxes in front of me. I'm not going to flip this one over until I'm ready to cover it. This one is, I'm going to, instead of doing an actual front and back cover and a separate spine today, I'm just going to show you what I would do with an actual box to make a journal. So, I mean, you can cut your pages, you can cut them if you want to, but I'm going to use this bottom of the box as the actual spine for a journal. So today I'm just going to put the covers together, start covering them, and show you what I would do if I was going to use a box to make a journal. So this one, I'm going to work with the little one because it'll go faster and I can get more of it covered in the video. So I'm going to open this flap because I have the flat piece that I want to use as part of the cover of the journal. Take the sticky stuff off. And I'm going to cut this side off so that this opens, this way. I'm going to cut this piece off so that I have my journal the other way. I'm going to grab my cutter for this part just so I get a little bit of a straighter. No, you know what? I'm not going to care about a straighter line today. When do I ever care about straight? I don't, right? Okay, so I'm just going to cut my flaps off. Again, keeping the flap of the box somewhat hidden because of what it is, but I'm pretty sure you just already saw it. But that's okay. So I'm going to flip it this way anyway. And we are going to just cut the flaps off, the top and the bottom of the box. And then I'm going to get rid of these. And I have a little tiny flip open journal that we can use. I've got bookbinding tape with me today because it's so heavy. Hey, Melissa. And so I'm going to have to move this out of the way just for a second. Sorry for the glare on my mat, but I'm going to just use some of my bookbinding tape to reinforce the seam. I'm going to do the front and the back probably. I'm going to turn it just so I can make sure that I have a straightish line when I put this on. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be a little bit, somewhat sort of straight when I open up the book. And I won't be able to reinforce the other side as it will not flip open. So I'm just going to trim my tape down. Get rid of my excess tape. So everybody can see me. I can see the comments. I'm going to move this back so you don't have the glare anymore. And I'm just going to start to cover my journal. So again, we'll go, I'm going to refold my edges so that they're foldable. And then there's my little journal that has a flip open cover. And then I can sew a signature on the inside. And my piece is reinforced now, so I don't have to worry about it coming apart. If somebody could throw a post up on my Kim Watt Facebook page and let everybody know that I'm here, as I was having technical difficulties with Facebook. But that's nothing new, so we're just going to kind of go with what it is. But if somebody could throw a post on my page for me, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it. So I'm going to start covering my book. Where is my glue stick? Which is glued shut. Of course it's glued shut. So add my glue. And I probably will end up sewing this after, so that's okay. Make sure I'm going the right direction. So that's the front, so it goes this way. Ha! Had it backwards. Of course I had it backwards. Why wouldn't I have it backwards? Right. So cover that piece up, and then I'm going to take some of this off, and then I will use this just to keep covering my little book. And I am all covered in glue. And I don't think Robin's in the chat, so I can't even blame Robin for teaching me how to get gluey. It is what it is. So I'm going to glue these. I mean, this is literally just a really, really quick, easy way to make a fun journal. Don't put my paper upside down, right? Just a little fun, using up scraps, using up all your little bits and pieces. I've got a ton of random book pages, dictionary pages, and everything else on my desk, like I'm sure we all do. I can just keep going with this page, and that'll work. So I'm going to glue this on. Cover another piece. Take some of that off. Cover this piece. Oh, I just found where I did not have glue. Of course I did. So depending on how YouTube plays, well, how nicely YouTube plays today, maybe we will consider doing, especially if we're doing tandem that I've got live with somebody else, we might actually switch over to YouTube for those videos so that we can actually see both people. Let's see how this goes. Because like I said, I've not done YouTube before, so we will see. I'm going to move you to the TV in a minute. And I won't be able to chat, but oh, okay. Thanks, Jules. We appreciate you letting them know. And hopefully this will be the last time that Facebook is mean to me, but I mean, it could have been revenge from Jules' video this morning too. Anybody who would have been on for that would know how mean Melanie was to me this morning and how much she picked on me. All over a really pretty picture that I made. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll have to join Living, Crafting, and Laughing to see the picture of Melanie and Sarah that I shared yesterday, whenever I shared it. So there I have a tiny little journal cover with a flip open that I can again, oh, I think this flips twice. Let's see. Is it going to open? No, so I'm going to glue that shut, because if I try to tear that open, it's just going to be all over the place. So we'll just go glue if I can get my glue to work. And I did post the link to the chat in our inner circle chat. I do have a Facebook Messenger chat going for when I do go live, because I've had people that miss me and can't find the live, so that way I can let you know when I'm going to be on. Well, there's two. You can have it open on two different screens, though. You can have it watching it on your TV, mute one of them, and just use chat on your phone. That's what I usually do. So I'll have both of them going, and then I'll use my chat on my phone to keep going. So next week I will do the full journal with the front and back cover and the spine, so it's covered. So you'll have the front piece, the back piece, and then the middle spine. So this one was just literally using a box, exactly how the box was made. Now, trim my edges just a little bit straighter. And then I will open this up, and I'm going to start to cover the inside of this. And then I'm not going to sew any signature because I didn't put one together before I came on. Never thought of it. But that's okay. And make sure again that I'm going the right direction, because I don't want all my text upside down. I mean, it would be okay if it was, but not the look I want to go for right now. This I'm doing right now just basically to cover the box itself, so it doesn't look so you don't see the information on the box itself. What are you having for lunch, Mel? And do you have enough for everybody to share with? Because if you don't, then I don't know that you should be going off to eat. You should be sharing that, especially if it's chocolate or salty sweet snacks. So these are just quick, easy projects. And then I will decorate the whole cover. So there's my spine reinforced on the inside. The book pages will reinforce the spine on the outside. And then I will cover the inside as well. So I'm just going to keep going with this one. More book pages. Actually, I probably will do the inside of this the same as I did the other, and just piece it together, because it's going to be covered with other pieces and stuff anyway, so it's not going to need to be perfect. And if there's anything anybody would like to see me show you, by all means, shoot me a message, put it in the chat, put it on my Facebook page. Just let me know, and I'm more than happy to teach you whatever you'd like to know. That, well, as long as I know it, and if I don't know it, I can probably learn it. And if I can't learn it, then I will let you know that too. But yeah, so last week we did the writing boards using cardboard boxes and stuff. So we just I figured we would continue on with using up some of our stuff that we normally would recycle or throw in the garbage bin, and keep things a few more things out of the landfill, and upcycle some of the stuff that we have. So there is my actual cover, all done. I will probably use some washi tape down the edges, or a piece of lace or trim or something. We'll get to that in a bit. And I have this open flippy flap part covered, and the inside I will cover once I decide what I'm going to do for the actual cover. So that I'm going to do now. I will do fabric, pretty paper, just some scraps laying around. What are we thinking? You can't say what, Melanie? Oh, you'll get banned. Like, you tried to ban me this morning. Melanie was all like, she put me in timeout this morning in Jules' video. Hey Cheryl, welcome. Sorry for the inconvenience and the switch over, but Facebook was not being my friend today. So we had to make a last minute switch, and I think that YouTube seems to be working out okay for me, considering it's my first time ever. Definitely not my first live, but my first rodeo with Facebook, that's for sure. Oh, this is pretty. Why don't we use some remnants of a paper pack, and I don't think there's any more of it, so why don't I use parts of this to make the cover? Yes, that's what we shall do. Let me find a piece of washi that will go with it, or a piece of fabric I can use. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to cover all of the paper. I'm going to trim this up a little bit better than it is. Because that might, I don't think that was just me not cutting the box straight. That's what that was. So there is that. And I'm going to ink this, and then we will just continue on decorating with whatever happens to work. I might do just a focal point cluster on the front. Couldn't find my dauber. Ha ha, which clown? Thanks, Mel. I mean, some of the friends I have, is it any wonder that we're on like a constant in the constant rodeo? And I mean, the clown show's the best, isn't it? I would not trade any of you at all. I love the community that we've built, and we're continuing to build up. Women helping women, teaching each other, learning from each other, being inspired, the friendship, the camaraderie. I wouldn't trade any of it. It's awesome to be part of this. I need to put something in here just to make that not so ick. That's where washi tape may work if I know where my washi tape is. Be right back to find washi. And I have washi that I've had for I don't know how long and never used it, so we're going to see if we can make it work with these papers, and I think we can. And Melanie, we won't ban you. We have to keep you around. I mean, who else is gonna tag team me with Sarah? Help me tag team Sarah. If you are in the Living Crafting Laughing group, not exactly sure how to say it. If you're in that group, Melanie on a video a few weeks ago said something about, or Sarah said that we needed to mute Melanie, and what about that Melanie became a mime? Well, Cheryl, I can't say that I haven't lost my dauber, because I have lost it. It might be huge and it might be like impossible, but it's not impossible for me to lose. I have. It's gone missing on my desk, buried. But in Melanie, in the one video, Sarah had mentioned that we needed to mute Melanie. And so Melanie said, she's like, well, how will I talk? And I said, well, I'm sure you'll find a way. So she became a mime. And so, of course, me being the digital artist, took one of her pictures and turned her into a mime. And then Sarah yesterday in the video, with Robin's video, Sarah was being silly, funny, and said that she was wearing her sassy pants. So there is now a picture in that group of Sassy McSassy pants and Melanie the Mime, XXX. I think that's what her name was. I can't remember. But so there is now a picture of those two. And it was really funny. But in it, Melanie said she was going to get me back. So we'll see how well that works. So there is my icky part covered. Still have too much washi hanging over the edge. There we go. And there is my little tiny cover. This is going to be a cute little journal when it's done. So yeah, so if you're not in that group, so feel free. I can post the pictures in the Timeless Scraps group as well as the Timeless chat. So you all can see it. It was quite funny. But so yeah, our mission is for Sarah to have an accident now, because I make her laugh so hard. So that shall happen. And there was 2 lives today, and there's another one with Elizabeth this afternoon in Rocket Robin's Creative Corner. So, Sarah, I don't make any apologies. You knew what you were getting into when you signed up with us. When you agreed, you agreed. So I'm just going to take a strip of this. Ink it, of course. Yeah, Cheryl Rhoda over in Junker's Craft Co-op. I had purchased a bunch of stuff for her when my friend Lisa came to visit. And she brought a bunch of stuff up from the States for me. And this was one of the purchases, and it was like the best thing ever. And since then, I found another one at one of our local craft shops. It's half the size, but they're harder, much, much harder to lose. And way easier on your hands than trying to fiddle with those little tiny pieces. Because little tiny pieces in me don't tend to work very well. And maybe we won't cut this off. And I will fold it up inside and turn it into a little tuck spot on the inside of that little flap. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to glue this on. Oh, I'm going to ink this first. One of the best tips that I've ever had was from Mimi Roderick, one of our really good junk journaling friends and creative artists that we've come to know and love. If you're not familiar with Mimi, she's been off for a little while, but I'm sure she'll be back around, and she makes some gorgeous stuff. Like, I mean, her work is absolutely awesome. But one of my absolute favorite tips was from her, and it was to take your Mod Podge, and instead of putting your paintbrush into the jar and making the big mess with all of your Mod Podge, take your Mod Podge, put it into a Sugar Bell bottle or some kind of portable bottle like that, and your Mod Podge is portable, and you can pour it right into your like right onto whatever you're working on. It was one of the best tips I've ever had. Okay, so there is a little beginning of a cluster or page topper or something on the front cover. I don't know if I have anything in front of me that actually goes with this paper. Now, do I leave it like this and turn it in, like glue it so it stays as a tuck spot, or leave it as a flip down? I'm going to turn it into a little tuck spot that I can stick something in. So I'm not going to glue up the sides because I don't want a pocket. I just want a little spot. So I need this to kind of stay attached so I can put something in it. So I'm literally on a mission this year to, I still shop, and I still shop more than I should, but I don't shop anywhere near like what I used to. But my mission is to use up a lot of this stuff that I have had in my studio forever. When I first came back to paper crafting, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff at that point in time because I had already gotten rid of, sold, and removed across the province and got rid of a bunch of stuff. And so I started accumulating again, and some of it I had from before, and some of it I've had for a really, really long time. So my mission this year is to use as much of it as I can. Oh, I like that idea. Like these kind of brushes, right, Mel? That's an awesome idea. Using a watercolor pen for Mod Podge. But I have, that's an awesome idea too, and this is what I have mine in. So I can just take it and take the cap off and put it wherever I need to put it. Easy to shake, easy to refill. Okay, so we have this, and what else do I have within arm's reach? I think these were Bianca's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are. And you know what? Some of these will actually work with these papers. So I'm going to use some of Bianca's butterflies. How does that work? And I will try and find the label. Let's see what I can come up with. I don't know about the pink flower, but I like that butterfly because it kind of glows. That butterfly or this one. I'm going to use this one as the focal point and build a cluster using it. And that's what I love about the junk journaling community is the amount of people that are willing to share their tips and tricks and ideas and teach us all how to learn different parts of the craft. I don't. Oh, that makes sense, Mel, to use the school glue. I don't have any. I only had the Mod Podge, so that's when I went and found that as actually one of the sauce bottles that you buy at the dollar store, is what mine happens to be in. So it wasn't a complete reuse of something that I didn't have before. And I have to find my black wax thread to make the antennae for the butterfly. And I will add that piece after. We may just turn this into a whole scrappy series. Of my drawer beside me, and I will take a picture of my drawer, is full of scraps. So maybe we will turn this one into a little tiny mini series, a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And to build this journal using nothing that doesn't come out of that drawer. Unless it's pieces like I'm going to use wax thread to make the antennae for the butterfly. That's in a different spot. But for scraps, for covering, for pockets, things like that, maybe we will do a little thing doing nothing but scraps that we have right at our fingertips. I think that might actually become a good thing. What do y'all think of that idea? No, I don't have just one drawer. Actually, no, I do have only one drawer of scraps because I was on a mission last year to use scraps and made a bunch of clusters and stuff. So I have overrun with ephemera pieces and bases now. But I still have a ton of scraps, so we're going to use those. And not cut into any full sheets of paper that are not in that drawer. And definitely do not just have one drawer of scraps. I have envelopes and I have another drawer underneath that has full sheets of scrap. Not scraps, but full sheets and all of that other kind of stuff. So we will do this entire journal with nothing that isn't in my drawer, unless it is an embellishment like a button or lace trim, any of that kind of stuff. If it's not within reach or not within my drawer, then I can't use it. And I do have doilies that are within my reach. So, and I do have, like, I'll take a picture of my drawer after and send it. I don't know if I want not the pink. The pink definitely doesn't work. So the butterfly is going to go, and I do have cheesecloth, and I have other fabricy pieces in front of me. Yeah, we will do that. We will just use what's in my drawer. I think that's a good plan. And if it's not a good plan, oh well, guess what? That's what we're doing. So I'm going to glue this piece on. White fabric glue. I find the Fabri-Tac sometimes when you're using it, you can see it through your fabric. And this one I bought at a dollar store of all places. And once it's on, I can see it when it's drying, but then I don't see it after it's dry. And I must have just enough glue on my thumb that it just stuck. And it doesn't matter how many scraps we use up, we always have more scraps, right? I mean, it's the nature of the craft, isn't it? We never ever use up all of our scraps because we just keep creating more of them. And anybody, there's no pressure ever to join or purchase anything from Timeless Scraps, but if you have had your eye on any of the stash builders, I have just redone my coffee membership tiers, and for the rest of May, the Ephemera Club, I've removed the curated collections, the middle tier, and the Ephemera Club is right now at $4 a month, and you get 3 extra bonus pages for each one of those 4 scrap builders that come out a month, plus you get a couple of extra pages that are just for the Ephemera Club, as well as random bonus things all throughout the month. And then the curated collections is now gone, but the $9 price point until the end of June will get you into the Timeless Vault, which will go up for June 1st to $15 a month. But with that, you will get access to, right now, if you sign up before June 1st, the last 3 months of Stash Builders for free. And then from June 1st on, you'll get a rolling 4-week before that. So the 4 weeks prior to that release, you'll still have access to download all of those And the stash builders are now part of the Timeless Vault, as well as extra bonus pages. You get whatever's in the Ephemera Club, 25%, 20% discount, 25, can't remember what it is. And a whole bunch of extra goodies. You get an 10 to 15, 10 to 15. Yeah, I'm going to say a mini kit, 10 to 15, which usually will be between 18 to 25 pages. And then every 3 months you get a mega kit that's at least 40 to 60. So there's a lot of value in it. And if you're interested in it, head on over to coffee.com. And my handle on there is Timeless Scraps, just like it is everywhere else. But yeah, so there's a membership sale happening right now. I do need a label to go on this. And I did print out my labels, and I'm sure I can find a label that has the right color scheme to go with this. And I do. These ones. So I'm going to use, not blue, I want something that's a little, not the pink. We're going to kind of go with more of the sepia tone, I think, for this, for just this part. So here is one of the labels that's in my shop. That was a massive label kit. I think there was like 50 pages, 55, 54 pages or something ridiculous. And I printed them all, and they're all sitting here waiting for me to fussy cut them all out, or actually grab my scan and cut and maybe put it to use and cut them using my scan and cut, which would make more sense than by hand, wouldn't it? So we're going to use the label with the butterfly on top. What do you think of that for the cover? I think I like it, so we're going to go with it. So I will do the cover part today and then pull together a signature off camera. The signature will even come from my scrap drawer. So all of the parts will come from the scrap drawer to build it. All of these did, everything that I'm using now except for the labels and the washi tape have come from that scrap drawer. Even the Bianca's butterflies, which I believe are in Bianca's shop on Coffee. So you can, I will ask her to post the link in the video as well. And I'll share the video to Facebook when we're done as well. But yeah, this one, I don't actually have to upload it to Facebook because it's here. Or upload it from, download it from Facebook to upload it to YouTube because I keep forgetting. This one I don't have to. It's already on my channel, so it won't get lost. So there is my little tiny journal cover. What do y'all think? And we are just past the 34, we're at 1:34, so we've been on for just over half an hour, which is roughly what I like to try and keep my videos at. So I have my cover done, and I will pull a signature together to sew into it. And then next week we will start working on decorating this, the inside of the flip part of the cover, figure out how I'm going to close it, put the signature in it, and have fun decorating it. So I will take a picture of my scrap drawer, send it. Actually, you can see my desk right now because it's full of scraps. And I will see you all in either Elizabeth's video later or Julie or Bianca tomorrow for their weekly challenge over in Rock and Robin's group. And I'm also on tomorrow afternoon in Living, Crafting, and Laughing. I think that's what the group is called, Melanie and Sarah's group, doing an artist trading card. And then I am back on Melanie's channel on Wednesday with a craft and chat. So I will see you guys all throughout the week. Have a great day. Bye, everyone. Now, how do I end it?